Welcome to DGITO family, Department of Global Intelligence Transfiguring Organization. As you all know, we have different brands of DGITO. AimFil International, UFly International, L'Espagnol Wellness Academy, Frankfurt Hotel Management, Boss Baby Daycare, Newsland, Fame and Fashion, AIMA for Acting and Modeling, AIDA for Designing and Animation. So as you see, the brands are listed here and each and every brand has its own course and training modules. Now let's get into the AimatiX training. To log into the AimatiX portal, first please log into our company website, which is aimfil.in. You have to follow this procedure only for the first time login, meaning please log into aimfil.in and you have to enter the login credentials for the first time. The second time onwards, you can just automatically click aimfil.in and click login. It will automatically take you to the AimatiX portal. Not required that you have to enter your login credentials again for the AimatiX portal. So click on login. You have to enter your official email ID provided to you, followed by next. Official password given to you, followed by next again. This will take you to your AimatiX portal. Now, AimatiX portal, for the first time users, please enter your login credentials as shown now. Second time onwards, you just have to log into aimfil.in, click login. As you see, it automatically takes you to the AimatiX portal. Okay? Now, let's see how we have to work on this portal. First mandatory requirement is to update your profile. Click on My Profile. Upload your photograph. Edit your contact information, your name, last name, official email ID, the position, the gender, city, the mobile and the work phone. Please be advised that to enter your personal numbers and please enter the country code. Country code followed by your personal number is the format to enter your mobile phone and work phone. Here you will be able to see your subordinates if you are the manager and also the first line supervisor whom you are reporting to directly. Here you can see the rewards and recognitions, the appreciations given to you, applauses for the work done. So this is the first mandatory thing to be done once you log into your AimatiX portal. Second, after completing your profile details, please enter into webmail. So post completing your profile, post synchronizing your webmail, every day the moment you log in, you have to mark your attendance for yourself. So this is where you have to mark your attendance. Now, 9 to 6 is your office duration hours. So now it's already late. I'll be late by 3 minutes. 8:50 sharp, between 8:50 to 9 am you have to clock in. This will mark your attendance for the day and the working hours will be marked here. Please be advised that just by clicking clock in doesn't mean that you're working continuously. AimatiX portal has the ability to track the ideal time. Like you log in and you sit idly without doing any work, that can also be tracked by the backend software. The AimatiX software has the ability to track that. And it also has the ability to track the number of exact working hours you have been active on the AimatiX portal. So this is a wonderful platform where it allows to track your attendance, your efficiency, video conferencing call, colleague meeting, public chat. So it has various facilities in one single platform. Now I have clocked in for the day. My working hours has started and it is started to show as working and the duration will be displayed here. If I want to take a break, I will go ahead and click the break option here. So I will also be able to see the break hours, and here it's temporarily on break. Once I am back from my break, I can click on resume, that is the continue option. Break timing is generally between 35 minutes to 45 minutes. You should have at least 8.5 hours of working day per day. Minimum 8.5 hours of working day per day should be available here. Active 8.5 hours of working day. This is the clock out option. This clock out option is only applicable after your shift hours. So you have to only click this clock out option when you are going to end the shift for the day. Before clicking onto this clock out option, as I said, 9 to 6 is your office hours. So between the time of 5:30 to 5:45 or between 5:45 to 5:50, you will have an option of submitting your daily report. You will not be able to see here because I should have the minimum working hours for me to have my daily report to be populated. Here in this space, you will have an option of daily report. It will be here. If you click on this daily report, you will have the same tabular column. You have to enter what have you done for the day. Have you undergone any training? Product overview given? Assessment done? So you will enter whatever productivity work you have done for the day will be entered here. Just below you will have something called the upload file. Upload file is the option where you can upload if you have done any work, if you have done any Excel sheet preparation, any assignment preparation, it can be uploaded here and you can submit to your supervisor. It will automatically reach to your supervisor. Your supervisor will review and give either a positive score or a negative score or a no score. So positive score is basically a green report, negative score is like you're not up to the mark, no score is that work which you have done doesn't meet up to the performance, so it's either a positive or either a negative. It's like an invalid performance done for the day, invalid day. That is the meaning of no score. So this is how you have to submit. Since I do not meet the basic requirements of the working hours, I am not able to see the daily report option here. Second thing is, if you have any technical glitch as well, the daily report wouldn't be seen. So in that case, please go ahead, log out. Again, refresh, you will be able to see the daily report option. So this is mandatory. This is a highly compliance issue if you don't mark your attendance. So this is a compliance requirement. So please be 100% compliant. Next thing, other option where you can see if you miss to update your report or if you want to edit your report, go to time and reports. Go to work reports. You can see your name. You can see your name here, and below this particular date you can go ahead and update your report. So can you see this report here? I can click on to edit and update if I have to update anything, and click on to save option. If I am the manager and this is my subordinate's report, can you see scored positive, scored negative and no score? Scored positive meaning everything is good to go, positive. Scored negative meaning not up to the mark. No score meaning it's an invalid day. The performance which you have done is not actually valid for the day. You haven't done anything. So it's not an active day for you. So this is how your supervisor will be able to view the reports for scored positive, scored negative and no score. So I hope everybody is clear on how to update the profile. Clock in, clock out time, mandatory one, the webmail synchronization and the time on the reports. These are the mandatory ones and which we will be using on a day-to-day basis. After uploading the profile and the webmail, the work is done. You can have to daily go ahead and only do your clock in and clock out and your break time and check for your time and reports. So all these are compliance issues which is very, very important. Next, I would like to talk about the chat and calls here. Here you can see all the chat panels, your colleagues chat, private chat, personal chat, any kind of a group chat. Here is where it is visible, all kinds of chat panels will be visible here. If you want to create a new chat, you can go ahead and create a new chat here. Invite whomever you wish to invite for the chat. It also has a video calling option. So then, this is the notification option where you will be able to see all the notifications assigned to you or assigned to any of your team members. Now, let's get into the working process on how exactly this working process will be done. Click on the CRM. So this is how our CRM will look like. We have two options where we can view the CRM in. One is Kanban list. A composed form based on the status of the case the leads gets assigned. This is the list form. Here it comes one after the other. This is a composed form. Kanban is a composed form which is easy for everybody of us to view and to know where exactly the status of that particular lead is. So it's preferable that everybody goes ahead and proceeds with the Kanban view. So I click on the CRM, I click on to Kanban view. Before entering to know how this process exactly works, what we have to understand that every lead which we get, every single lead which we get through any mode of source it might be, social media, Facebook, Instagram, any kind of a source it might come through. So every single lead will be assigned as a prospective task by our CEO from the corporate office. From the CEO's corporate office, every lead will be assigned as a prospective task for you. It is a progressive task where that once that task is assigned to you is when you will get this notification from Mr. Fazil Mohammed, who is none other than our CEO. So from our CEO's corporate office, the moment the lead comes, it will be assigned as the task from the management, that is from the corporate office of the CEO. It gets assigned to every individual. You can see all the tasks assigned here and under whose name, who's the academic, who's the candidate, under what kind of an inquiry it is, and for what kind of a course they have applied for. So I hope everybody understood what is the flow the leads come into. So once the lead is in, it gets converted as a prospective task, then it is assigned by the corporate office of the CEO and it falls into the notification tab. First time it falls into your notification tab. So all the tasks which comes will come and fall into the unassigned bucket. Can you see? Once I get a lead, it will automatically, I will start getting the task getting assigned to me. This is the notification tab. So do not worry that, oh, I have missed the notification, I wouldn't be able to see that. These notifications are visible in your unassigned bucket. Can you see all this? Okay. Unassigned meaning there is no responsible person assigned to that particular unassigned task. Okay? It comes and falls into the unassigned bucket. So for in case if you are a new employee, I am getting too many notifications here. So you can close these notifications and go ahead and see in the unassigned bucket, or you can go ahead and check in the notification tab as well. Can you see all my notifications for the day? All this task has been assigned to me. Now, let's get back into work. Now I'm getting all these unassigned tasks. So all these unassigned tasks can be put into your assigned bucket for those new employees who do not have any prospective leads for them to process ahead. Okay? Like if I am a new employee for today, there will be no tasks assigned to me. So in that case, if you do not have any tasks assigned to you, you can take the unassigned task from here and put it into your assigned bucket. So the moment you put it into your assigned bucket, you will have the mandatory fields to be filled for. Like what kind of an application it is. So simultaneously you have to call the candidate, talk to the candidate and enter all the details so that this particular task gets into the assigned stage process of the case. call from here. So automatically the call gets connected to the candidate. So simultaneously when you're on call with the candidate, please go ahead and upload the details of the assigned. So every status of the case will have its own populated tabular column on what are the mandatory requirements to be entered for that to get into an assigned status or into an in progress status. As you see, when I pull a case from unassigned to assigned, I can see the mandatory columns applicable here. Only when I enter this, the case gets entered into an assigned perspective, for which you have to be on the call. As I already told you, can click on the call option here. Second, the case can be unassigned whenever you get an incoming call. Whenever I'm having an incoming call, automatically to the CRM, it will just be incoming numbers. So all incoming calls will be under the assigned bucket status. So that means automatically when we get an incoming call, it will directly start from the assigned status. So for a case to be in assigned status, the mandatory fields are required, like it will ask for, it will prompt you to enter what kind of admission it is, job application or admission inquiry. Please enter the WhatsApp number, comments about the client, and you have to click save. So the case will stay in the assigned status. So please ensure all incoming calls are automatically in assigned status and you have to enter the mandatory fields. Now once one lead is open, you will be able to understand how the flow will come. So in case if the email is not entered, you have to go ahead and enter the email ID and click the automation option so that the first email goes to the candidate and they will be able to see and upload their certificate. This is my perspective task assigned to me. It comes into as I said, all the leads are converted into task and it comes into your notification panel. Now I've opened this. So either as a new employee, you can unassign and assign it to your name and change the responsible person here to your name. And simultaneously when you're on the call, it will ask for the mandatory details for you to go ahead and save so that it falls into the assigned bucket. If you're getting an incoming call, the incoming call will fall into the assigned bucket automatically because you're on the call, and it comes into the assigned bucket and you have to enter the mandatory details. For this particular lead to go into the next progress or the next update, you should have to go ahead and enter all these details: campus, which application, salutation, miss or misses, the name, the last name, WhatsApp number, email, their age, date of birth, height, weight, and any other details about their health conditions, fair or their ground, their skin complexion, color. Everything is required because this is into a airline, aviation, aerospace and travel tourism, for which these mandatory requirements are most required. You can say something about the client, right? Good client, prospective client, interested, anything about the client. Now, when a lead is created, automatically this is a back-end process which goes. But whenever we get an incoming call as an assigned task, if it doesn't have an email in it, you have to mandatorily update the email and click this option and click business process send mail, SMS or WhatsApp. So this is the first mail which goes to the candidate. If in case a lead is coming and then gets assigned as a task to you from the CEO's corporate office, then this mail will automatically be sent, the first mail. Can you see this outgoing email? This is the first email which is sent by the backend process for them to go ahead and click onto this link and upload their mandatory documents and make a payment of 9,000 for us to do a background verification check for counseling and for the course update. If you see all the details, their full line photograph, Aadhaar card update, PAN card update, every detail. In case if this is not assigned as a task to us but comes directly as an assigned lead, that means directly as an incoming lead, you have to ensure you enter this email ID and ensure you click onto this automation option here next to the document column, run workflow, the business process, send mail, SMS, WhatsApp. So you are initiating this so that the back-end process automatically starts. So this is on a first time basis you are doing this for the incoming queries which comes automatically into the CRM, incoming calls which comes as an assigned task. So you know what is unassigned now, you know what is assigned now. For a case to get into in progress, the candidate should open this email and read this email for a case to go into in progress status. So you have to guide the candidate and advise the candidate to go ahead and read this particular email, click onto this link and then upload their mandatory documents. The moment candidates read this email, the case will automatically get into in progress state as well as they have to update all this mandatory details. So both put together, the case will go into in progress status. Please do not go ahead and do a manual entry. It has to be done automatically. You only have to advise the candidate to go ahead and read this particular email. This email will go automatically from the backend process. Once it is gone, automatically at the same timing, it will go on a regular basis for a candidate to read, and we have to advise them to go ahead and open the email. Certificate update will be done when the candidate opens this particular email, clicks onto the link which I showed, aimfill.in upload, and once they go ahead and can you see upload your mandatory documents here? Automatically when they upload, this particular case status will change into certificate update. Once the payment has been done, it will change it to 9,000 pay, or if the candidate feels the candidate is a positive response, it's all on a back-end process. Once they update this itself, and if it's a positive response, it will automatically start getting updated. So until certificate update, it will happen automatically. Once in progress will happen when the candidate goes ahead and reads the email. Certificate update will happen when the candidate updates their certificate. 9,000 paid will happen when the candidate makes a payment of 9,000. So now after counseling and everything, once we finish this deal, once this deal is complete, this leads are the incoming queries. Tasks are the one which has been assigned to you for us to go ahead and work on. Lead completion is called a deal, meaning they have completed the payment of 9,000, they've agreed to pay 9,000. So that will be a complete deal when they go ahead and pay their 9,000. So after the 9,000 is paid, this will become a deal, and this will become a complete deal. We will go ahead and check deal plus contact by default always and click onto which brand and click save. So as I haven't entered the mandatory fields, it is asking me to enter the mandatory fields here. Next, the junk lead option will not be accessed by any of the employees. It is only accessible to the supervisors. This will only be accessed by the employees when the particular lead does not have a valid email, does not have a valid phone number. We are not able to make any progressive conversation with that particular contact. Then is when the employee will go ahead and click onto this junk lead. But this is obviously going to affect your efficiency. Why? Because any responsible person who is working on, the employee should take the ownership of the case to update all the details correctly, which will avoid this junk lead option. So only in these categories you have to go ahead and click onto the junk lead. Apart from this, if the candidate is not interested, the case will still remain in progress status, and only the supervisors or the managers or the management will have the authority to go ahead and click on the junk lead, that too only with the approval of the CEO's approval. So without that, they will also not be able to mark the junk lead option. Junk lead will only be done in case of any kind of an invalid entry of a WhatsApp number, mobile number or an email, or if the email is getting bounced. So this is how we have to go ahead and process. The call can be done from here. You can either click the call option here, or you can click the call option from here. Now in case, apart from the CRM, if you are having any personal numbers or personal reference who wish to take up these courses, you can go ahead and click a call option from here. Outside the CRM, any kind of other numbers, then click 91 followed by the number and you can go ahead and give call option. Automatically, the task will get assigned to you when you are on call and you can start entering the details. So that is when you have to use this telephony option. Can you see this telephony? This telephony and this call is the same. If I click on the telephony, can you see? So instead of going from here, you can directly grow from here. This is an easiest way to call the candidates outside the CRM. So now everybody knows, the moment you log into CRM, go for Kanban view, which is easy for you to know what status the case exactly is in, and it is easy for you to communicate the same to your supervisor and for you to go ahead and make a call. And another important thing, whenever you open a particular lead, as I said regarding the outgoing email, there will also be a task checklist assigned to you. Can you see this? So whenever you're talking to a candidate, you have to open this task checklist and cross-verify. Click on Start. Now if you have entered the mandatory details, know your customer details, email, SMS, click, check this one. Then if you have given further information on the admission procedure, click, check this. In case if on this call, if you have only given this KYC information alone, then pause this and you can close the task. That means you've only done one out of this particular task, and if the candidate says, please call me up tomorrow, then you can call the candidate and fill the remaining checklist options. So you have to ensure the checklist is done. Basically in the initial call itself, you would have done the KYC and you would have given a little bit output of the admission procedures. So this is where it will take time, a day or two's time for the online payment and then for other assistance. So please ensure that these two informations are told on the initial call, and you can again resume pause, close this task. So next time when you take the call for the next day, please ensure that the candidate, you mark your checklist, the task is being done, this is for you, and this is for you to advise the candidate to go ahead and read the email for the case to go into the in progress stated, and then followed by that into the certificate update. So this is how you have to work on a particular lead. So please ensure you go to the Kanban view for you to have a easy access and easy clearance. So as we all know, we know how to clock in, clock out, the profile details, the web name, time and report, and we also know how to work on a CRM, and we also know how a lead is getting converted as a task for us, as a notification, and then that comes and falls into the unassigned bucket, and how we move from there into different status of cases like assigned, in progress, certificate update. So far so clear. Now we have to know how we have to proceed further with this case. So now the complete deal is done. Next, so the telephony option is also done, how you have to give a call outside the CRM, how you have to make a call to the particular candidate. Next we will talk about the efficiency report. Click on the CRM here, you can see something called the efficiency. My efficiency is 33%. Every employee should have a minimum of 25% of efficiency. Minimum of 25% of efficiency for you to be eligible for a monthly pay scale. So when we say minimum of an efficiency, this efficiency is being regulated, or it is being monitored based on the attendance you mark, based on the conversions you do, that is based on how you convert one application into an admission, into a deal. Based on that, based on your work efficiency, how you are submitting your timely report. So all these are calculated for it to mark your efficiency, and also your call quality. How many calls are you picking per day? How many hours are you sitting ideally without doing any work? So everything marks the efficiency for your month. So by the end of the month, your efficiency should be minimum. So we are just telling minimum of 25% for you to be applicable to get your monthly pay scale, so that there is no, it will not affect you in getting your monthly pay scale. So a minimum of efficiency of 25% has to be reached. So you have to be compliant with all the rules and regulations. So the CRM is done. Now, before that, For a new employee, when they log in, this task option, in the task option, you will have, these are the tasks assigned to me and it's on due. So here you will see the deadline, who it was created by and who is the responsible person. So now, initially for new employees, there will be a task assigned to you like this, exactly like this. It will be download Bitrix app, you will have a deadline. Download Bitrix app is nothing but you have to download the Bitrix app in your mobile. I will show you. I will show you how, if a new employee logs in, how they will be able to see that two important tasks. So please do not go ahead and send your resume to Mr. Fazil sir. He is the CEO of our company. Just have to comment with your profile. I will show you how you have to proceed ahead with it. So if you are a new employee, this is how you will be entering it initially, right? Once you log in, I'm going into tasks. So as I said, task will be assigned by the CEO of corporate office from the CEO. Okay, so now here, can you see these are the two initial tasks which will be assigned by Mr. Fazil Mohammed sir. Please do not get worried. You have to know who Mr. Fazil Mohammed is. Mr. Fazil Mohammed is our CEO of our company. So from the corporate office of the CEO, this particular task will be assigned to you by default to every new employee who onboards. You have to go ahead and fill out your profile. Now I've already started this. I've paused it because I've not entered completely. I'm resuming this. So I click start. Here can you see the comment option? What is my job? My job is to go ahead and fill out my profile. I can write a short description about my profile. If required, I can go ahead and attach my resume here and click send. That is enough. And then I can give finish. So this task will be gone from your task panel. Then you have to download your Bitrix app, click start and finish and download it into your Bitrix app. You can leave a comment here stating Bitrix app downloaded. So this will be the general task assigned to every new employee. Now, once you start getting tasks assigned to you from the corporate of the CEO, you will be able to see a deadline. So when these deadlines turn negative, that is, it is crossed overdue, it is beyond the deadline, is where your efficiency goes down. So ensure you take your supervisor's help and simultaneously take the help. You also should take your ownership, independent sole ownership of a particular task and give 100% in it. Now if you want to create any new task for you, like you want to create any reminder or you want to create any new task for you, you can click your name, you can click participants, you can click your supervisor as your participant, and observer you can click the higher management team, you can click Mr. Fazil sir's name here. Or if you want to type any other person's name who's your supervisor, the secondary management, the higher management, you can click their name as well here. And you can give a deadline for yourself. So you are creating a sole ownership for yourself. So you have to take that initiative for you to be successful. So this is how you create a task. So you know how to work on a CRM, you know how to create a task and how the task will be displayed. Chat and calls is told, how to make a telephonic call from here, webmail, and the times and the reports. The final thing is the activity stream. Activity stream is basically an internal communication for any kind of an appreciation, any kind of an event, and you can create an event here as I told you. It's all about giving an appreciation to an employee, how an employee is performing, internal communications, internal meetings, birthday reminders, any kind of a communication among our employees is where we create this event. And if we have any kind of an activity or a task, we can create here. So it's all just like an internal communication within our company employees is the activity stream. Like a fun day activity you can have maybe a Friday fun activity or something like a knowledge skill fun activity. So this is all about the AimatiX portal. So AimatiX portal is a wonderful platform where every different facilities like your work calling, video calling, you have every list, you can make an update, documentation part, meeting perspective. So it's one user-friendly platform where you have everything at one spot. So this is all about the AimatiX portal. Thank you.
Aimfil International fulfills your aim.
Aimfil International Institute of Job Oriented Training.